Hello, and here we are once again with another video. It pains me to make this kind of content or this kind of video because I'm a big fan of this player, but it seems like his career has taken some strange turns ever since he came to the league in the 2008-2009 season, and the player is Russell Westbrook. Now let me start off. I'm a big fan of who he is, the type of player, but it just seems like I believe that the game is slowly starting to leave him behind. And I have some points, have some ideas, and just kind of general opinion about Russell Westbrook as a whole. Now, let's start with the good stuff. He averaged a triple-double for 3 straight seasons, and then again for the 2020-2021 season. He gives 100% effort on the court and does not cheat the game. I don't think I've heard anybody ever say that his effort isn't there. He goes 100 miles an hour, and I think sometimes that can be a little bit of a negative towards his game and just the impact of, you know, the overall win or loss concept of a basketball game. The idea is to win. And the triple doubles, I mean, that is a pure example of effort, getting, especially someone at his size, getting those rebounds, just being involved at every point of the floor. Directly describes who Russell Westbrook is and his work ethic and just the work that he puts in to be that athletic. I haven't seen someone that athletic in a long time, and it's just nice to see someone that can just be dominant on that type of level. He's a Hall of Famer and will go down in history as a great player who plays with intensity and passion. But I think we're at that point where it turns to more bad stuff than good stuff, more negative things than positive things. And over, you know, his 10-12 year career, you have a pretty good sample size. I mean, there's really no denying. So his numbers are, in a way, kind of where they should be, if that makes sense. You know, the points per game, just under 20. It's a little bit low. It's the lowest it's been since the 2009-2010 season. But he's still getting 8 rebounds, just over 7 assists, and he's getting steals. But the thing that is driving a lot of people crazy is that he is pretty much at an all-time high in the turnovers. He's over 4 turnovers per game. He was almost 5 turnovers last season with the Washington Wizards, and that's the problem. Turning over the ball, scoring all those turnovers, and just changing the pace of the game is tough. So some of the bad stuff that people have said over the years and just what you've seen over this big old sample size is that he's hard to work with. He often is called someone who cares just about his stats, you know, a stat stuffer. You could make a case for someone like a who's the football player for the Vikings. He was on the Washington football team. Just a stat patter, and you know, he wants to get those numbers. Then all the triple doubles don't actually equate to success in the playoffs, and honestly, they don't really equate to wins in the regular season. Russell Westbrook has plenty of triple doubles, but have lost games, lost critical games, and just lost random in the middle of the season kind of games. He doesn't get better at what he's bad at, and has become a liability on the offensive side of the ball, meaning teams are daring him to shoot the ball, they don't guard him, and this floor doesn't get space because he can't shoot the 3 or even just a basic jump shot. Currently, he's on the Lakers and just doesn't seem to fit with LeBron and AD on the team. Now, Russell Westbrook is someone who needs the ball because he's not a shooter. He will get you the rebounds and he will give you that effort, but he needs the ball because he can't really shoot, so he needs to rely on running the offense, running to the basket, and doing those kinds of things because he can't just shoot the ball. Another issue is that he's too expensive to move, and he isn't getting any better. Now, as players get older, they naturally just aren't the same player that they were. And Russell Westbrook has a massive contract. He's making over $40 million per year, I believe. And at this point in the season and in his career, who wants to take on that kind of salary? I don't think a lot of people do. I was surprised that the Lakers did, but I think they're there might have been some other things in the working, because the Lakers got rid of the team that got them a championship. So that doesn't really make much sense to me, but who am I? But he's too expensive, and I don't know anyone that's going to want to take a player like that when I believe the game is kind of leaving him blind. And to that point, it's a three-point shooter's league, and he is one of the worst at it, and the game is slowly leaving him behind. He can get you a win sometimes, but he can't carry the team by himself. He needed guys like Chris Paul, KD, he needs LeBron, Bradley Beal, and it just seems like now Russell Westbrook's going to turn into that player that starts to bounce from team to team to team, and he still expects himself to be that top-notch superstar, which at one point he was, and his numbers justify calling him a superstar. But at this point, he's not getting you wins, he's not going to get you through the playoffs, and you're just going to be overpaying him. So what do you guys think about this? What's your overall idea about Russell Westbrook and where he is in his career? And let us know in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next time.